Now, out of the entire show of the Pinball Industry Awards, there was only one time, literally, that I was like, what the fuck? Quick little shout out to this t-shirt I'm wearing right here, Flipping Off Cancer. It is designed by Brian Allen. It's available on silverballswag.com. I highly recommend it for those of you out there that are, anti-cancer and love pinball. So, like me. So, just like, once again, it's one of those shirts. I saw it. It spoke to me. It's personal. And I bought it. And I highly recommend it for those of you out there that feel the same. Moving on to the Pinball Industry Awards. I'm going to try to make this video quick because it doesn't need to be long, honestly. And I got to get to bed because I got work in the morning. But first off, let's get it out of the way. Production value on this was top notch, without a doubt. Zach, I know you did the editing for this. Bravo, you did a great job. It looked, sounded good and everything. So production quality for this entire show was damn good. Now, going on to the contents of the show, this is something that I'm very well aware of, that all of this is subjective. The way things were voted for, it's all subjective. There is no guarantee this person should have won this and this was deserved by this or whatever. I'm perfectly content with that. But there is one WTF that I'm going to get to in a moment. But I feel like I need to mention the category that I was in, and that was excellence in filmography. Now, honestly, I was just, grateful to be even just nominated, to be even in there. So I knew that I wasn't going to win. It's one of those things where I was on there and I got a message saying, hey, you've been nominated. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to win. No, I knew I wasn't going to win. But it's one of those things where, because I think I honestly hoped for others to win, kind of thing. It's one of those things, like I said, I felt good just being nominated. So just to be recognized, that's great. That's awesome. So when it goes through all of them, when I saw all the nominees, it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, good. Every person in this category is, all their content and all their efforts is 100% primarily pinball related, except for one. And that one is the one that won. Well, there was two people that won it, but the one that won it, I thought it was pretty funny, was the slow-mo guys. And nothing against the slow-mo guys, because they've got a very large audience. They did well for pinball. They get millions of views, guys. So if anything, recognizing them, I get it. And their content for that one video for the year of 2020, which, mind you, was only in the last couple of months, but still, they made something in 2020. That one video was awesome, but it, again, was one video. So that kind of shows everyone else that's in this hobby that, you know what? I guess in the end, it really is quality over quantity. You just make one good video, you put all your time and effort into a 15, 20-minute video, then you can be recognized even further. Or you have the other individuals that make content on a weekly, monthly basis. Some of them, I think, are even more often than that. And not so much recognized. And I'm fine with that. Like I said, I knew I wasn't going to win. If I would have won, I would have been like, no, really? No, kind of thing. But that was one of those things where I was like, really, slow-mo guys? And I was anticipating them to win when I saw them on the nominee thing. I'm like, it's going to be slow-mo guys. And I kind of don't agree with it, I guess, on the basis of the fact that they just did the one video. Yes, great quality video, was awesome, great for the hobby, but just the one video that they've only done when it comes to pinball, and yet we give them an award. Okay. All right. But luckily, they gave an award to Emoto. And Emoto is someone that is a friend of mine. She works very hard. She does pinball every damn day when it comes to all kinds of things. She does a weekly basis with Marco Pinball, streaming with them. She's done Stern stuff. She did the Twippy editing last year, guys. She's definitely someone that does need to be recognized, and by all means, I feel that she definitely deserves the Excellence Award. So I had no arguments against that. But the slow-mo guys, I was like, okay, whatever, kind of thing. At least Emoto got it. So that was where I laid on that. Then that leads me to my final topic, and that is my WTF moment for the show. And that was when it came to best music for a pinball machine. Because, like I said, everything else is subjective in this show. What people think and how they feel, what the way things look and stuff like that. I get that. But I'm going to say my opinion. This is a black and white thing here, guys. When you say best music in pinball, and then Guns N' Roses takes the trophy, where their music was created, like made many, many years ago, nowhere near for the intent of a pinball machine. Like, it was already done. It wasn't crafted meticulously for the purpose of pinball. It was crafted for various other reasons, I'm sure. The Slash can go into details of how he went about creating these songs. Anyways, then you had the other one, which was Rick and Morty, which was crafted by Scott Denisi, and effort was put in there for the purpose of pinball. This is where I feel like if I was in the committee, I would be digging my heels in. And I'm hoping that when they do release their meeting minutes that they are stating that they will, I'm kind of curious of what all is going to be in this section when it comes to discussing best music in pinball. Because nothing against Guns N' Roses music. Guns N' Roses music is fine. Nothing wrong with it. But it shouldn't win an award for best music in a pinball machine, because I feel like that award should go to some people or a company that put someone behind a computer or behind a piano, whatever, and crafted this stuff for the purpose of pinball. Instead of just going, yeah, this is a good song, we'll take that, put it into a machine, done. Woo! We win an award, guys. So that's really my only WTF moment, and one that I disagreed with, where I was just like, no, that shouldn't be right. But that's probably subjective as well, but I'm looking at that more of a black and white thing. By all means, if there is counter arguments to that, I'm sure, Zach, you can hit me up and we can discuss it or whatever. But that was the only thing that through the entire show where I was like, no, I don't agree with this kind of thing. But other than that, everything else was good. It's one of those things where whenever I was a judge for the games, guys. So I definitely went in there, and my only goal was to judge the games. If I was going to have to judge like personalities or content creators, I would have not done it. I didn't want to. At first, after I had already submitted my application and everything, someone was telling me that no, I would be voting for other people and stuff like that. Also in the industry excellence awards, I was like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to vote for people like that in this and be all critiquing others and stuff. I guess I kind of do that with the Twippies, but I definitely didn't want to be a judge in the media kind of thing, because there's only a small group of us, whereas you have the masses of people, can much more variety and chances of people having their own minds and opinions of it. I don't know. It's just my thinking on that. I'm just kind of scatterbrained, throwing spaghetti at the wall right now when I'm talking about this, guys. But I definitely did not want to be a judge in this for pinball content creators, mainly, I guess, because the fact that there was only going to be a small group of us. And I don't know. I didn't want to be that on other content creators, especially ones within my field. Now, I know there's plenty of you out there that don't care for the awards that are in pinball. A lot of you think that, why do we have them? We don't need them. I know there's plenty of you out there that have all the opinions in the world. And speaking of opinions, Todd Tucky, I happened to peruse over to your channel to watch, I guess, your reaction to not winning the filmography section as well. And I couldn't help but notice there's definitely a couple of people that are really good fans of yours that don't really care for me very much. It is what it is. You can't be liked by everybody, and I get that. That's fine. But it's one of those things, man. I wish I would have been in the chat just to be like, well, nice to see. You know, I just would have loved to respond to a couple of the people that were talking stuff whenever my section came up. And I guess that's something I want to point out too, guys, because I was curious during the filmography section. Even myself, during my own section, I was cringing, like, how long is this going to go on me? I did it because it did feel long. I was like, this is a lot of time. I kind of feel a little weird about this, and I was only praying that everybody else at least got the same amount of time. So I timed it, and yes, everyone got anywhere between. I'm gonna say I counted it. I literally just counted out loud. Mississippi-lessly. So it's not a complete accurate science, but everyone got at or around 70 to 80 seconds. I actually think, Todd, you got the most time. So there's that. But everyone was about the same amount of time when it came to, you know, just showing content to you. But that's really all I'm going to say about the Pinball Industry Awards. Like I stated before, great production value. If you would like to watch this award show, I will put a link in the description down below for your viewing pleasure. For those that did watch it, what did you think about the show? Am I completely wrong about best music in pinball? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, give me the thumbs up if you like what you've seen, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. That way you can be notified of whenever I upload something for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, guys, peace out.